Hi everyone, hope you are doing well. This video is not the regular software engineering bootcamp or being a better dev video or the software engineering tutorial video, but this is rather an announcement. Before going or talking about the announcement, I'll just talk a bit about myself so that the people who are new to my channel and those who are seeing the video for the first time, they get to know a bit about me. I was senior software engineer at Microsoft. I have total 10 years of experience, around 2.5 years at Adobe, 2.5 years at Yatra, and 5 years at Microsoft. In the last company, I got multiple promotions, started as SD2 and then left when I was senior engineer. And there I got privileged to work with a lot of smart people, a lot of technology which scales a lot. So it was great working there. Apart from my work at Microsoft, I also have a YouTube channel where I post videos related to being a better dev. This channel is focusing only on being a better engineer and it does not focus specifically on interviews. At times I might put some videos on interviews, but that is only because there is something good to learn from it. I don't have anything against interview, but just that I thought that if I can give some different flavor, then why not? So my channel consists of various playlists, as you can see in my screen, like how to log in with Google, a bit of tech conversations. Apache Zookeeper is something which I have not seen people making videos on it, and a lot of people do not fully understand what exactly it does and how it does. So I created a playlist on that. Low level programming also I did a bit. Some of the opinions which I talk about software engineering and software engineering in general, then the system design videos. So a lot of things I keep on talking about. This gRPC playlist is something which I have made. This was my first playlist and it has quite a good amount of engagement because it covers the whole tutorial end to end. So a lot of things are there in this particular channel. Now coming to the announcement part. So as I said, I was part of Microsoft and now I have switched my company. So my new company is Intuit and that's the company I'm part of. So I've joined this company last week and definitely it seems very promising. You can check out their portal. They create financial platforms for small businesses and the individuals in US. So it's a very promising company. And it's a huge company. If you go to their revenue, there is stock analysis and there is stocks. It looks very promising. So that's the switch I'm making. And a lot of things happen when you change the company. Number one, that you see new tech and new ecosystem overall. So for example, if you were working on some other company earlier and now you made a switch. So in the new company, you will have a new tech altogether, right? So that's one thing. And you need to get comfortable with the new tech and the new ecosystem overall. Because of course, you are not going to build everything from scratch, right? You have to reuse things. So if you are there in a company for a longer duration, you might know that whom to reach out, what services already exist in the company. And then when you make a switch, then again, you need to have the same journey. So it's a good thing. It challenges you as well. And one refreshing thing I found was that the laptop here was quite good. That's one thing, but I understand there are some pros and cons in all the companies. So nothing against my previous company. I'm very thankful to my previous company. There I learned and got opportunity to work with a lot of smart people, and so is for this company. Now what's next? So if you see my channel, I have always been posting around one video every week. So that was the trend since December 2023. And then I stopped posting because when you try to switch the companies, the number of interviews and number of threads going on, they are just too much. So if you are in conversation with some company and their recruiter tells you that, hey, can you revise this particular concept? Then you have to put time to those things. So those kept on happening when I was trying to switch. Honestly, I don't fully agree with the approach of interviews happening in multiple companies. You at times have to cram things based on their previous experiences which you can find on LeetCode, etc. But you have to play the game by the rules, right? So that's why I had to be a little distracted in the last few months. But now I'm back with my to my routine. So what's the announcement? The announcement is that I was having some conversation. I got some opportunity to take a pause and think about what do people want? What do people want from the tech channels and from the YouTube, and what exactly is missing? So what I found was that many times people are able to learn things in not so much in coherence. So for example, if they go and learn low level design, so there will be a lot of tutorials related to low level design. If they want to learn Azure or AWS, then there will be a lot of tutorials related to AWS. Likewise, backend engineering, system design, front end engineering, a lot of things are independently present, but very few places the coherence is maintained. That how does a engineer think and how does a system evolves overall? How does this low level design, high level design, databases, Azure, Jenkins, testing, deployment, everything gets connected? How do all these things gets connected together? So that's the intent of my new playlist which I'm working upon. So that playlist is called as Software Engineering Bootcamp. So here what I'm going to do is that I'm going to have a problem statement, and the problem statement is simple, where what will happen is that we want to build an e-commerce platform. You can say an inferior version of Flipkart. Of course, Flipkart is a big tech company with a lot of smart engineers. So of course, one person cannot replicate everything what they do. But what I'm going to do is that I'm going to have a inferior version, or not even, let's not call that, a simple version of an e-commerce platform where you will have database, you will have backend, you will have front end, then you will do low level design, you will have high level design, you will have CI/CD deployments, you will have things on Azure, lot of things related to login with Google. So those things will be configured. As you can see, I have till now have created 9 videos. I'm still in process of creating I think 7-8 more videos to have a overall idea. So if you see, one will be the introduction, then we are going to have design decisions, that why I'm choosing Java for my project, and the design decision could be based on many factors. So why I am choosing Java, it's not that Java is bad or C# is good, or Go is better, nothing like that. You write some pros and cons and you take a particular decision choice. Likewise, why I'm choosing Maven and why not Gradle, then setting up things on IntelliJ IDE. So at times there will be whys, that why I'm taking a particular decision, and at times it will be how I am implementing a particular thing. So for example, whenever I push my code to GitHub, how would my change get deployed to Git? And the next video which I'm working upon is how to add logging stuffs in my project. So whenever I log anything, those logs should come to Splunk or similar technologies. So that will be the next video. I can show you the overall overview of what are the things I am planning to implement. So this is my one Evernote where I plan what are the videos and what are the things I'm planning to do. So the problem statement is that I'm planning to build a shopping application and I want to host on the cloud. And the phase 1 is simple. I'll just want to have something around inventory and people should be able to place order. And then I'll keep on adding the features. If you have more suggestions, please suggest me because it's always hard to figure out what would people exactly want and what exactly is the gap in terms of what is available and how can I connect those dots. So this will cover everything. It's not that it is going to get a lot of depth for Azure. So we'll just cover the things which are important in Azure. Likewise, we'll not get into the PhD of Java. We will cover the things which are important in Java. So that's what we'll do. We'll build Swagger, we'll build a lot of things, but whatever is important so that you can get started. Especially if you are in the beginning stage of your career and you want to get comfortable with a service and want to understand the whole end-to-end flow, then this particular video series might be helpful. So the ones in the world are already done, and I am in planning of creating, I think 6-7 more videos. I might have more video than just I write these titles, and then when I get into the details of my script, then during that time sometimes I break one video into 2 videos. So that also happens at times. It generally depends upon what the content turns out to be. It is not always what I plan and what happens. Mostly you can say 80-90% is same what I plan, but at times if I see that the video is getting longer and I want your 1 hour of attention span, then I generally break it down to 2. So these are the topics, and these will cover the breadth. And if you can see that the database choices and integrate database with a Java project. Here I'll talk why I am choosing a plain SQL query and not the Hibernate. And likewise I'll make some of the design decisions. So those will help you. And of course it's a healthy platform. It's not that I have all the knowledge in the world, right? So I might be knowing a few things, but then it will definitely cover the complete breadth. It's going to cover a good amount of breadth for the engineers to get started. And then you can suggest me that, hey, what about the search? Then I'll go ahead and talk about how to implement search and what are the various options. So for example, this I think Elasticsearch is quite popular for building the search service, but then I can talk about the various options which one can use and leverage for building the search system. Likewise, for session management, I can talk about a bunch of options and what are the options and why I choose a particular option. So you can comment down in the video if you like the sequence of the videos, and please give me suggestion. You can also DM me on the LinkedIn. I am very much accessible. Even on the comments, I try to reply as much as possible. So you can comment down in the video as well that what are the suggestions and what are the features you would want me to build end to end. So you can see right now I have just 9 videos, but this playlist will turn out to be 15-16. But then if I get more suggestion, I'm happy to add them as well. So do let me know what are the gaps which you feel when you learn software engineering, or what are the things which you want should be there overall. So that's the announcement which I wanted to do, that this is the e-commerce platform which I have been building. So this e-commerce backend which is there on Azure, you can see e-commerce backend, and it is deployed on Azure. It is connected to GitHub as well. So whenever I commit my code to GitHub, this change get deployed on Azure. And here you can do a sign in with Google. You click and then you will be redirected to the home page. So you can see this login with Google, and then it will be redirected to my homepage, and it will give you a bunch of information. So that's also there. And I think it will load in some time. Actually, I'm using the free subscription, so at times the service get turned off. But the login, as you see, the login works fine. So that's what I wanted to talk about. Do let me know your feedback and your suggestion on the tutorial related to software engineering bootcamp. I don't want to confine it to just the coding, or just the system design, or just the low level design, or just the deployments or DevOps engineering. I want to integrate everything, because as an engineer you should know a bit about everything, and then you can get into depth of 1 or 2, but it will never happen that. And especially nowadays, a software engineer cannot say that, hey, I don't want to learn a deployment or DevOps related stuff. Likewise, a DevOps engineer cannot say that, hey, I don't want to touch code. So everyone needs to know everything, if not in a lot of details, but at least scratching the surface. So that's it. That's what I wanted to talk about in this video. Nothing else. Looking forward to the upcoming videos where I'll post a lot of things related to engineering. That's it from my side for this video. Till the next time. Bye.